Hello. Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, good morning. Um, Raining like cats and dogs. What's going on?
Not
Uh-oh.
too much. Not too much.
Who's this?
Don't don't even try it. Don't worry about it. Don't even try it. Not gonna work.
Who
Uh,
is it?
it's one of the random CBWs.
Now, I hear you're quite upset about some prick.
Oh yeah, there's one of those disgusting simps working for Noodle Dum Dum over there. Yeah.
Who really got vile and nasty with you?
Oh yeah, that he's trying to get his channel terminated again. Is what he's trying to do. I guess he wants to go ahead and get it terminated, and I'll be the lady to do it for you if you keep up this stuff. I'm not even going to talk about that much, but he was just going on and on about my religion and how I don't have the right to read any Bible verses, and then do another stream about anything else. Now, how does that work? I I'm not allowed to do simple Bible verses when I don't pontificate on the Bible or the readings or how it works or anything. I don't do anything like that. But but he thinks that I shouldn't be able to do anything else.
What?
And that's just not how it works. I can read simple Bible verses and then come back and have a stream where I have opinions about people, places, and things around YouTube and the Void. And I will every day of the week. Oh, look. Hey, Dave 25. Good morning. We have Emily H. Good morning, Mr. Camillo. No, Harley or Jeff. Maybe they both perished or we're lucky. Well, that's not a very kind thing to say, Emily. But good morning to you. Good morning, Mr. Will. How are you?
Mr. Will. Hello, Mr. Will.
Best tennis player. Good morning. We are live. That's right. We are live. Thank you. And we are not in Manhattan. We will not be driving around the same buildings, the boring buildings that the person drives around every day. We will be driving. John will be driving around all kinds of different places. We're going to look at different things, interesting, original things, creative things. Because we are not in Manhattan. Thank God.
Man, a nasty place. New York is a nasty place. Filthy anymore.
Emily H
Look,
says, Molly, congrats on your subs. It's refreshing to see you have more subs than Noodles. Well, I'm not in a competition with him, but at one point, that guy Kitten Scum was saying that Noodles had put me in the dust. Noodles has never had more than me, Emily, as you're aware. I have probably about 1,000 more than him. Yeah.
Kit Kat don't know that 1 and 1 equals 2. He thinks that.
No, he's not good in mathematics. Mr. Will said, John, this rain is just crazy.
Yeah, I had a dream. I was in a big flood. I woke up.
Okay, Dave 25, no sexual comments like that, please. No.
Why does Kit Kat love me so much, Lolly?
Because you're so handsome and attractive and, all your muscles and everything, I think just look really good.
He's he's in love with me.
Yep, he's in love with you. And it seems like Noodles has rebuffed him, so I think he's coming back to you. German lady. Hey, party people, what's new? Well, Carl the Cracked Crab is acting out again. He's about to have his next channel terminated by me, German lady, because he keeps questioning my faith and saying anti-Semitic remarks, and he's pretending to be Jewish, and all of a sudden, deciding that he said I can't read Bible verses in the morning and then do my own stream in the evening and talk about people, places, and things. Well, who is he to say what I can or cannot do? He is not going to be telling me anything like that. Emily H said Kitten Kat is a gay male. I think everybody knows that one by now. Ate Grace. Good morning, Lolly and King. Good morning, Ate Grace. Thank you for coming in.
Auntie Grace, don't you go live anymore?
Yeah, I haven't been getting any notifications for you. We were going to try to come over and join your membership again for a couple months at least, give you some support.
Yeah, this crab guy, man, this crab.
He needs to be cracked and cooked and boiled and eaten by some people that are hungry.
This kitten rat guy. Kitten rat. Oh, another thing, Bergs is trying to say he thought up all these nicknames and he didn't.
Oh, yeah, that was real fake. Last night we listened to about 2 or 3 minutes of Bergs, and he tried to say he made up all the nicknames for everybody in the Boyd Germany, everybody. And John said, well, wait a minute, I made this one and that one and this one and that one. And he said, well, yeah, you made 2, but I made all the rest. I'm thinking, this is such a lie. Such a lie.
Yeah, I made T-Rex up. I made T-Rex. I made the Flounder. I made the Gremlin Elf. I made the main names up. I made the Bat, the Rat, the Spider. I made all them names up.
So
He's
I
trying to
decided
take credit for all the names I make up, all my nicknames.
So since Bergs wants attention, German lady, I decided to make my stream tonight titled Bergs Underwater Again, Cold as Ice. Because, he went from his 50 or 60, 80, 90 persons hour over there. Now he's down to 6 people, German lady, because I think he either angered Noodles. Well, Noodles and him are also, both of them are off the viewer plan. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you, John. They're both off the viewer plan, and they're not buying subs or anything. And Noodle Dum Dum is trying different things out to try to keep viewers, but he could barely keep 25 or 30 last night. But you know what he did? I saw it this morning when I got up to do my Bible verse. He, in order to try to either keep subs or keep watch hours, I'm not sure what he's doing. When he went to sleep, he left his stream on from his card game over there, his little Manhattan card game he supposedly made.
Don't know about it.
I'm trying to tell you what happened if you want to know. You don't care? He's trying to game the system more again by leaving his stream on overnight like a sleep stream, which is supposedly against terms of service.
What a weirdo. What's he trying to accomplish?
Well, he's trying to figure out a way to keep views up without paying for them. Because there would be no reason.
These guys have been paying for all these views the whole time, man. It's terrible.
Right.
Him and Bergs had 6 people watching them without paying.
Right. He had that one. Remember, Dum Dum had that one with 55,000 views. No, that's not happening. Not in the Boyd with small community like this, where he had less than 3,000-4,000 subs. That's 8,000-9,000, whatever. He's not going to get 55,000 in a 4-hour stream. Those were purchased. Whatever. But I think that maybe has ended. They're testing things out. So he was testing out leaving it on to see if how many views he could get just leaving it on overnight.
Yeah, the flounder is Lisa Lynn. I came up with the hammerhead shark, another nickname for her. I came up with the gremlin elf, the midget, the pygmy. I came up with kitten rat. Lolly used to call him the kitten scat, and I changed it to the kitten rat.
Well,
I come up with Mark Terry, Tyrannosaurus Rex. I came up with that name, T-Rex. I came up with the cabbage. I came up with the crab. Bergs did crab videos talking about, oh, there's Carl, but I came up with the nickname Carl the Crab. Right. I put it together.
Yeah.
The only thing Bergs came up with was like G Maggots and Harmony Monster. He came up with them too.
He came with those two. Well, I'm going to go over that tonight when I'm giving total attention for about 20 minutes to Bergs and how his downfall has happened, and he's down below the ice going in for his downfall. He's going to go back down to oblivion again.
He was a motherfucker last night. He was like, oh, you made up some nicknames. Good for you. Good for you. And he started clapping like he was being real mean and nasty or something.
He was being hateful. He was trying to trash me again, and I didn't do anything to him.
And I also came up with one called Sugar Toe for him.
Yeah.
Don't forget that one, Sugar Toe.
Yeah, I'll mention that one tonight because he can't block me on my own stream now, can he? Yeah, I'm going to go over those nicknames.
The spider, the rat, the horse.
The majority of them you coined.
Yeah, 75% of I came up with the nicknames for it. That stuck.
Mark Terry made a couple names, but you made about 75% of the names, and he came up with some of those Herman T. Monster and G Maggot and stuff like that.
I came up with the tomato.
He probably made 5 or 6 names, but I can think of about 20 names or more that you made.
Tomato, the cabbage, all that.
Yep.
But there's a history of this stuff. Yeah. The reason that Cabbage is talked to the cabbage, she always talked about her woman parts between her legs as being the cabbage. So that's where I got the nickname the Cabbage, because she'd always say, oh, my cabbage is doing good today or something, remember? So that's why she got nicknamed the Cabbage.
Yeah. She used to call it herself. Yeah, thank you, Emily. Emily said that I went from 10.1K last night subs to 10.4. Well, see, I had a real successful stream last night with over 700 or 800 views, and I got a lot of people from on there subbing me because I kept putting my sub link in the chat. But you know, Emily, that dummy Noodles Dum Dum, he streams for 23 hours a day, and he can't keep up with me. I stream for 1 hour a day, and I do a Bible verse a day, Emily. So keep that in mind. That guy's a loser.
They're all biners. He's buying them his stuff, man.
Sure they are. Emily H. said Noodles is getting crushed. Good job, Lolly. Thank you, Emily.
In real time, he has about 1,500 subscribers and about at the most 50 people watching them. If it was sincere and upfront, at the most maybe 50 people tops on a good day. He has watched them and about 1,500 subscribers.
Yep.
He's boring and losing. Everything else is inflated by the kitten rat in himself. Same with Bergs. Bergs added on more subscribers to him.
Germany said Mark Terry literally stole everything from others. Yeah, he stole stuff from me even. And I didn't have that many things, but he took the ones I made up as well.
German lady, Kitten Rat has been doing other things to me you don't know about behind the scenes. Kitten Rat is in love with me. There's stuff he does to me behind the scenes every day that you don't know about. That takes a lot of work and effort that this guy is thinking about me around the clock. Kitten Rat is doing to me.
Auntie Gray said, "Wow, Lolly, that's amazing. Glad your channel is keep it growing." Well, I've been blessed ever since I started these Bible verses for Lent, Auntie Grace, and I've gotten tons of subscribers from there. And I started doing an hour stream each night, and I've been real successful getting 1.2K, 700, 900, views in 1 hour. So I've been doing the vertical streaming. Have you tried that, Auntie Grace?
King, where you? I'm running some errands, hey Grace, but in Jersey it's raining very bad again, and cold, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and
Well, John's channel is growing. He's reaching to a point where he can do his monetization, and he's going to be doing really well. He's up over 1,000 subs, which is a very good plan. But he doesn't do vertical streaming that often.
hey Grace, my channel, my other channel got
Mm-hmm.
deleted somehow. Somebody hacked it or did something and deleted my channel, but the good news is, German lady, that that $200 I got in there, they gave it to me the other day. My AdSense, they gave me my money, So even though the channel was deleted, my AdSense, I'm still getting paid for it. If that makes any sense, but
Well, maybe that might mean that they're on the way to give you that channel back. I mean, that seems kind of weird. Have they emailed you or anything about it?
well, Lolly, they email, they send me messages right back, direct messages. It's like 5 minutes after I send it, they send me a direct message back all the time. But the things they want me to do is it's like, it's hard for me to figure it out.
I know you didn't have the AdSense number, but now that you got a payment, you should have your AdSense number that you can put down on whatever application or the thing they sent you.
It's all right, Lolly. Okay, I don't want to discuss it here.
Okay.
All right. I mean, now you want to help me over here live, but
German lady said,
private, you don't want to say nothing.
German lady said, that's a good sign. I think you can get the channel back. Check with Team YouTube again. Good idea. Emily H said, Jeff H works for Noodles. Best tennis player said, Lolly had 87 in the box yesterday. Thank you, tennis player. I did. I've been doing real well on that vertical streaming. I've got a real nice time slot at 10 p.m. Eastern time. It's been working out real well. I get in, I get out, I do an hour. I make a concise list of what I'm going to talk about. So it keeps the show tight, and everybody seems to enjoy it. I'm having a good time with it. German lady said, I don't think Jeff works for Noodles. He hates him. I think that Jeff is working for himself and plays all sides in a way.
That is right.
Yeah, I think that's John's theory as well.
Jeff H is playing everybody, all the sides. Jeff H, he can't stop. He likes the little, Jeff H being as young as he is, German lady, it's fun for him. It's like a little game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fun. Let me fuck with this one. Let me try to be friends with this one and screw with him and let me go back and forth. It's fun. It's fun for him, German lady. He can't stop. Do you understand? He's addicted to doing it. It's like he gets like a power feeling out of it or something, you know? But he hates Noodles. He hates Noodles.
Yeah, I believe he hates Noodles as well.
He hates Noodles' guts.
Auntie Grace said, "What I mean is, I can't wait to see your live again, Lolly. I think changing content around is good for you." Well, good. I'll be
Changing.
on probably tonight again at 10 p.m. Eastern if you'd like to stop by, Auntie Grace. I'd love to see you. Oh, there's Jeff. Jeff H. Stop trying to cause trouble, Matt. You puck. Oh, do you think Emily H is Matt? Bye, Emily. That wasn't me, John. I was being cordial to Emily today. But she was attacking Jeff H. Jeff H took her out for 300 seconds. Good for you, Jeff H. Goodbye, Emily. Next. Well, you think that's Matthew Potts? Do you really? I know it's somebody. I don't know, and I know it's a male. Somebody that's associated with the group from the Noodle Dum Dum and Belanca Horka group. Most definitely.
Hey Jeff, I heard Seabreeze went in a mental institution or something because he,
Again, you heard that again? I mean, supposedly she did before, and that wasn't true. Maybe this time it will be true.
she's not going to tell you if it's true.
Well, she can't tell you if she's in a mental institution.
That's what Noodles was saying, or somebody said Noodles said that she's keeping a low profile. She had a mental
Oh,
breakdown, but I don't know.
okay. And Noodles Dum Dum told you that or said that? He's a pathological liar. You can't believe one thing he said. So that makes me think it was never said or never happened.
The fire trucks put her over the edge.
Did she get a fire truck?
Of course,
Or
she
she,
got one.
oh, I didn't know she got a fire truck.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood was.
Oh, I thought she was upset about the fire truck of the CBW, the big CBW in Portland.
She got one, and PDX. Do you think that was real, or you think
Do I think what was real?
that she fainted and all that? Or?
No, that was a dramatic skit done for sympathy. A lying skit because she's a liar, scammer, and a liar. Had her husband rush back in there into their deeply 3,800 square foot house when she's on the concrete, passed out, supposedly out in by the fire truck. And so he's going to leave her on the concrete alone with the fireman or whatever and rush back in the house just to click off the computer. Well, that was done for effect, done so he could come. Oh my God, she fainted. No, it's all bogus, all fake as fuck. They're both liars. You know what I heard about that guy, that J Mac guy? I heard from a couple people on my anonymous inbox. You know where if you win those little coffee cards on his little game thing on Wednesdays or whatever, they
Yeah.
were saying that some of the people have had some of their personal information toyed with, because you have to give your information to him to get the coffee card, get the little Amazon or the coffee card. And I was advised if I ever went over there to not uh, give any information to get that card. It's not worth it.
See, Seabreeze tried to set Jeff H up by giving a coffee card to him, so they'd get his information.
Listen to this. Judgment Day said Noodles had said he binge ate an entire 6,000 calorie pizza because he was stressed out from this court hearing blunder. Really? Well, he blundered it. He. I wouldn't call it a blunder. I would call it a major f up, fuck up. You know. Yeah, Jeff said, yeah, those $5 Starbucks gift cards, you give away all your personal information, you get a $5 gift card, Jeff. You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I don't even
Yeah,
think
but
John.
Starbucks is $10 a cup, I think.
Who cares? We're talking about giving your information to get the free card.
Right. That's why Seabreeze tried to set Jeff up. Seabreeze is a shady character, man.
Well, Judgment Day, was that pizza he ate? Was it another stupid cheese pizza, or was it something that actually had something on it? But it was 6,000 calories. Huh? See the cholesterol on that guy. I would hate to see it. Auntie Grace said, "I'll see you guys later. I have to scrape the leaves up in my driveway." Well,
Oh
you be
no.
careful. Have fun, and we'll talk with you later, Auntie Grace.
All right, sweetie.
Yeah, Jeff said, I don't even drink coffee. Neither do I, but they have other drinks there, Jeff. You can use your if you were stupid enough to get. But if I want to go to that place, I will just pay my own money. I'm certainly not going to give him any information because I heard he's using it surreptitiously and nefariously.
I would never go back to that courtroom after the way that judge belittled
Well,
Noodles.
yeah, I was thinking about it last night. Do you really think that, okay, the judge is the one that's going to have to weigh the testimony between the DNSMA person and the testimony that uh, Noodle Dum Dum may give? And he's the one that's going to have to say who has what better weight. And he's got so many things against him already, Noodle Dum Dum. He'd probably be better off to take that judge, say, look, just don't even bother. Because I think and he knows that you recorded the other hearing and then you claimed you didn't. And and then you're sending messages to the litigant right in the courtroom after the judge told you not to. That's not a good look. Not a good look. I would think that even if the judge is trying to be impartial, he's going to weigh that DNSMA guy because that guy's pretty credible sounding. I've heard him talk and speak, and he looks real credible. And whereas you look sleazy like a rat with rat eyes, but that DNSMA looks very gentlemanly. He looks, he's an accomplished person. He works.
An
He's
accomplished
married
person.
and having a baby. Yeah, he is.
Wait until Noodles gets cross-examined. That's all from that lawyer. That lawyer's going to tear him up.
Well, seriously,
He's going to get this thing dismissed, I think.
do you think he'll actually show up to testify and put his face forward? Because if he does, he's going to have to either use his phone and he's going to show that he does have data, or use a computer and he does have a computer, so he's going to prove his own self a liar in two different ways if he shows up with his picture.
This is all just for attention with Noodles.
He's got a dilemma.
It's all one big attention thing, He thought he'd go in there and everybody would love him and he'd play victim. But judges aren't like YouTube. They're too smart for that bullshit.
He's the GOAT because that judge wasn't buying it. You're not going to be testifying in my court unless you show your face. Don't even bother. Those were the judge's exact words. Don't even bother.
And they hate him over where I'm at. They hate him.
Yeah.
They hate him too. Somebody put something in the ear of that judge to tell him what he's like. How did he know he streamed it last time?
Because he got a report about it. Judgment Day said Noodles has shifty eyes. He can't look someone in the eye because he's a gremlin elf. Look him in the eye, like John says, like you guys say. Noodles' eyes have the look of deceit to them. You can look at him and his eyes scream not trustworthy. Exactly. That's why he didn't want his picture for the judge to actually look at him. Bass tennis player said that bitch PDX is a weirdo. And that JMac guy is super shady. Yeah, I got a couple reports to don't give any info to him to get one of those cards. Spend your own money at Starbucks. You'll be glad you did.
Lolly, did you say PDX was a drug addict or something?
Yeah, she's an opiate addict. She goes to a pain clinic. She's got a doctor that's giving her medications and stuff, but she takes every single thing. Yeah, every single thing. She's, at the highest dose possible. She's a drug addict, an opiate pill addict. She's a pill popper. And her husband is nothing that's wrong with weed, but he dabs and does all that high intensity wax stuff. So they're a perfect couple.
I don't know. He comes off to me as shady.
Oh, he is shady. I've gotten reports that he's got some shady, nefarious issues going on.
I don't like it that she's in with Noodles and all that.
She simps for Noodles. I'm surprised she didn't pop in here today. Judgment say the only person who talks to Noodles in New York are people begging for money. Never a real conversation. Real people avoid him. Yep. Him driving around Manhattan is boring as fuck. I mean, he goes up and down the same streets, says the same things and everything. Everybody's tired of it. That's why we're featuring a live drive not in Manhattan with new and original things to look at, original, creative, interesting things. Not the same thing down every road, right, John?
Well, I have a destination to go to. Noodles just driving around. I mean, if I was just driving around leisurely, we'd go to more. You know what I mean?
He drives around.
I have destinations I got to go to. That's why I'm doing this.
He drives around aimlessly with no direction, right. No place to go.
No destination, no fun places, just around.
But he drives up and down the same streets thinking, and he acts like, oh, I built that building. I built that whole set. No, you did not build any of those buildings. You might have hooked up some electronics in there. You didn't build any of the buildings. You can't take credit for every building in Manhattan. No, it's not going to work.
No, he don't know electric work.
He pretends like he does.
If he's dyslexia, he can't do any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he can't even read. He can't even read.
You said he was dyslexic.
He said, I didn't say it. He said he was dyslexic.
So how could he do any of that electric work?
I don't even believe he's dyslexic.
Something's not adding up, and it's not the truth.
I don't even believe he's dyslexic. That's what he says. That's what he reports. But I don't believe it.
I believe he's disabled and he goes to a work program where he works a couple hours a week, like 20 hours a week. Even mentally challenged people work at McDonald's a couple hours a week. I think he's working like maybe 20 hours a week or something. He
likes to go around and hold screwdrivers and power drills and act like he's a big man.
Like when they give you a job, like they do the mentally ill, to go around mopping floors at McDonald's, the handicapped people. I think he has one of them kind of jobs. A couple hours a day or something like that. Let's face it, he's not working. They wouldn't keep him employed unless he was one of them. Something very wrong with this guy, man. This guy has something wrong with him. Like he thinks.
Oh, he has something wrong with him, all right. He's a psychopathic mental issue, probably bipolar narcissist. That's what he is.
He's really very insecure inside. He's a very insecure person.
I think he might be autistic as well.
Autistic, that's it.
Yeah. And he has trouble in situations, and that's why he's so caring about all these other autistic people. Judgment Day said, I had a neighbor like that as a child. My front lawn was filled with the neighbor's dog poo-poo. My father wanted to fight the neighbor doing it. Noodles is doing that now. His neighbors don't like him. Well, I don't doubt they don't like him. Nobody likes him.
Nobody likes him. Nobody likes Kitten Rat. Nobody likes Carl. Nobody likes Nick. Nobody likes Bert.
Jeff wants to know what's going on with Seabreeze, John.
She's sick. She's sick in the head, Jeff. Sick in the head. She lies about everything, Jeff. She said she had a 50 an hour job, but she was on YouTube all the time. Then she said her job was real estate, selling houses. Then she said her job was rescuing animals, the animal rescue thing. Then she changed it again and said she was a cleaning lady. She has more lies than noodles. Then she said she had a son in a war or something named Bradley. That turned out to be a lie. Everything about this girl is a lie. She says she used to brag about drinking alcohol, like with the worm in the bottom or whatever. Then she says, I don't even drink alcohol. So what is the truth? Everything out of her mouth is contradictory in a lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She tells so many lies, she can't keep them straight. I'm serious. She said all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
First she's married, then she's not married, then she's just
thought she
living with
was married.
somebody, then she's not living with somebody. Everything about her is a lie.
I thought she was married to Truthfully Trisha, and they were just having a lover spat.
She stalked Truthfully Trisha and said she got arrested, but who knows if that's even true.
Well, she said she got arrested, but then when I pressed her on it, she said, no, I never got arrested. I said, but yeah, you did get arrested, and they took you away in handcuffs. That's arrested. Well, they let me go at the police station. I said, but if they took you away in handcuffs, they might have dropped the charges later, but that means you got arrested.
One time she said she can't stand the smell of Old Spice cologne because her dad molested her on top of her, and he had to smell Old Spice cologne. And then when I asked her again, she says she was adopted and never knew her parents. And then she says she has an evil stepmother. And then the other time, oh, she loves her mother. So you can't believe a damn word she says. And then she said Melton John mailed her a shirt with pubic hair on it. And her daughter said, what's this, Mommy? It's all a bunch of lies.
Judgment Day said, when these people like Seabreeze and Blazing Leah fake go into hiding, that's when you ramp up the pizzas. How did the fire station get around and find parking space when Seabreeze has 5 cars? Yeah, how did that fire engine be able to park at her house, Jeff?
She has 5 cars.
Yeah, they had to probably move those cars.
She has 5 cars and 10 goats and 3 cows and 2 horses. Just ask her.
Maybe she and Noodle should get married because they're both big liars.
Then she said she was Miss Universe or something back in the some kind of universe pageant winner or something. All a bunch of bullshit. Then she kept saying, oh, when John comes to go see Lolly, we're going out to lunch. We're going out to lunch. Lolly and I pulled her bluff. I said, okay, I'm around where you live at. Let's go. She took off the other way and locked her doors. she's a phony. I called her bluff. Really, she looks like a cat. She looks like the Grouch. You know, the trash can on Sesame Street, Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, comes up out of the trash can.
Yeah, the eyebrows come together. The eyebrows come together like a centipede.
Okay, Jeff said Seabreeze had the volunteer fireman in front of her house at 3 a.m. Is that what scared her, Jeff? Oh, my goodness. Well, she'll have to commiserate with the CBW from Portland. We're not calling her by those stupid initials anymore. We're calling her the CBW from Portland.
Call her CTs. Sea cheese. And she's one of the biggest trolls around.
Yep. Every time you talk to her, it's a different story.
That's correct. She's a strange character, man.
Strange character. Yep.
I'll be back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Who's that in chat?
President says, Judgment Day said, Noodles is even lying, saying he doesn't hate Indians when he did all those streams about hating Indians. Says he doesn't collect Nazi memorabilia when we all have proof that he does. He says his mom was Jewish. Uh, Judgment Day said Kit Kat told Noodles he's in a war and needs to view it that way. So he's lying more than usual. German lady said, Judgment, he probably showed us all of his Nazi stuff. Why is in his chat now calling out? Why is his chat not calling out his lies? Well, that's because they are all drinking the Kool-Aid and they're all pedo supporters, German lady.
Peter supporter.
Yep. That's what they are. That's why they sit there and gloat and just, oh, he's just a hero. And a lot of those people are very new and they don't know his background. They don't know what a pathological liar he is. Yeah, I've heard him rail on about the people of the Indian race. He doesn't like them at all. Or nor native Indians. He didn't like either one of them.
I'm always lies with Noodles. It's always lies. PDX and J Max Lolly was a Nazi.
Judgment Day, PDX and JMac said Lolly was a Nazi. And when the chat brought up that his Nazi memorabilia, said he didn't have any and that Lolly was the Nazi. Well, I'm a Jewish lady and I have been Jewish all my life. So I wouldn't doubt for JMac and the CBW from Portland to come up with something like that to try to insult me. But I just consider the source. They're insignificant and below me. She's a lowly CBW. So, and she simps for Noodles. So, of course, she's going to say that. That's totally ludicrous. They're upset because I kind of have a lady in my chat that is not their biggest fan, and they say I don't have any information, but they say one of her relatives was in the German and Nazi, but you can't fault her for what her relative was. Are you going to shun her because something her relative did? They just don't like her because they called her out too. So see, they don't like the CBW from Portland, so they don't want to have anything to do with her, and they don't like that she has come over to my chat, and she's become a real big supporter and helper, and she shares my chat out and stuff like that. And all they can do is call the Nazi word. Well, go call it in your chat. I'm not interested in hearing about it. But Judgment Day, why is Kid and Cat calling this a war? Is Kid and Cat still burnt up that he got called out for his bad arithmetic skills in saying that Noodles left me in the dust regarding the subscriptions? I've never been in a competition with him, but Kid and Cat was trying to make it a competition. And Kid and Cat didn't have the mathematics figured out, and he made a fool of himself.
Kid and Cat has a crack of his ass showing he's so fat. Kid and Cat's so fat he has a crack of the ass showing when he bends down. He has his panties all tied in a knot all the time. He's a recluse. Like the Elephant Man. He don't come out of the house.
Wow.
Carl 2.0 and Kit and Rat are like the Elephant Man. They don't come out of the house. They don't come out of the house. They're on the phone. But the problem is they just don't keep to themselves. They want everybody else miserable like them. That's the problem. They try to make everybody else miserable like they are.
I think they're maybe the same person.
I think they may be the same person too.
Because we haven't ever heard either of them speak, have we? None of them have gone on a panel. And they hide behind fake profiles and fake pictures and fake stuff.
Right.
You know, just to terrorize people with.
They're probably not even allowed on the internet. They're probably pedophiles that they're ordered to stay off, but that's how come they got to sneak around.
Yeah, that's probably why they're not.
There's numerous reasons why.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not allowed here. Or they go back to jail. That's why they got to sneak around. That's why they get away with it. Carlos is another one.
And that's these people that have multiple clones and multiple accounts where they can go on and troll and harass people. And that's red flag, Kid and Cat, Carl 2.0, going from one place to place, you know, whatever.
Every time I say something, Kid and Cat gets them pudgy little fingers in action and starts typing something, you know, to try to get even. He don't talk, so he has to type and use the elf, who's mentally. See, the elf uses disabled people worse than him, but being disabled himself, the Kitten Rat uses the elf. Don't you get it?
Yeah.
The elf is actually being used his disablement by the Kitten Rat, but the elf don't know it. The Kitten Rat's using the elf for his dirty work. And in return, the elf, like the bigger fish will eat the little fish. Then the elf, in return, use MMD and Slingshot and other ones. See, that's how it works. Noodles is the agent. Yeah, but Jeff, the only people that are not critical thinkers and people that are dumb, that don't have any intelligence, think Noodles is good and all that. People like you and I understand the difference. The judges, they understand. People with intelligence and power and position, they understand the difference. But these lowly people that never even graduated from high school, Jeff, or don't know, they don't have the mentality. Do you understand what I mean? Jeff, you're thinking like everybody thinks like you and me, but they don't. They really believe all this hogwash he says, for real, because they don't have the mental capacity. It's like a dog, you know what I mean? They don't have the mental capacity. You can't explain it to them, Jeff. You have to have a little bit of brains to you, you know? That's why Noodles can't get away with it in the real world, where people actually have a mental capacity to think about this. You're putting too much weight in it, you know, like he's an angel on here because look at these people you're dealing with, Jeff. So you think they're thinking like you and you could rationalize with these people. You can't bargain with these people. They don't have the mentality of it, Jeff. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Yeah,
they don't have the mentality to know the difference.
and they've
And they
all
forget
been
they forget
indoctrinated
day
by
by day.
the army.
They forget every day. Like in a week, they'll forget all about what he did. They don't have no memory to them. They just don't have the capabilities. See, what you're trying to do, Jeff, is you're frustrated because you say, how come these people can't see it? Because they're that dumb. Don't you understand, Jeff? People on here, the majority are that dumb that really believe in all this bull crap. I mean, look at these people. All right, go ahead.
I was just telling Jeff that all those people they're overdosed on Kool-Aid and they've been well doctrinated into the pedo army. Nothing is going to phase them. And then the other part of the people are brand new people that he might have picked up on this vertical streaming thing that have no idea what he's done. They've only been heard of him in the last week or so. So they're going to think, oh, he's wonderful. He's showing us New York and all this. And he tells them he built all these buildings, which is not the case. It's fake. It's fuck. It's just disheartening to hear.
You're giving these people too much credit, Jeff. They don't have the mindset or the intelligence to understand the difference. That's why you call them sheep, and there's a whole bunch of them in the world. That's why the world's messed up. They're not critical thinkers. They're sheep. They're incapable. They don't think like you. So you're giving them too much credit to try to convince them about this guy. You know what I mean? Your best bet is to tell them whatever, too, because they're so gullible, they'll believe it back. You know what I mean? Do what Noodles does. Make up stories and lies, And they'll believe you.
I'm not good at making up lies, though.
I'm not either, but some people are good at making up lies. But the point I'm trying to make is these people, we give them too much credit. We think that they could understand and reason. You can't reason with these people out here because they're just majority of them. And you know the ones, Sea Breezes and the Sherry Jacksons and them ones. They're not. There's something. They're just not intelligent. You can't reason with them. The J Max. You can't reason with these people and a whole bunch of other ones. The Ottenwires and that Buff Carrot. They just don't have any brains. They don't have the capability of reasoning or understanding. Knowledge. They don't have knowledge. They don't have the understanding of how the Blazing Leos. You know the ones I mean. People like that, they just don't have it. The Magicals.
$50 for a light bulb? Yeah.
I mean, she paid $50 to have somebody put a light bulb in for her. Magical did. That's the kind of people that believe what Noodles says and supports them. You can't reason with them. You're overestimating them, Jeff. You think they think like you do.
They didn't go to geometry class, Jeff.
They have below average intelligence, where you have higher intelligence than normal. They have below. You can't convince them because they're too dumb to realize when they can't put one and one together and understand that this is phony, that he's a fake, that everything he does is a lie. They can't put it together in their head.
Jeff said, I heard Seabreeze was arrested for shoplifting 16 times. And Judgment Day said Mel's Bells deserves pizzas. Now, I heard Mel's Bells was going around complaining that I'm so boring. Well, if you think I'm boring, Mel's Bells, why are you listening to me? Why would you know I was boring?
Below average intelligence. Her and the orca whale. I mean, these are the people that,
Yeah, the Horka. Yeah.
MJ, they're all, they're not critical thinkers,
We need to
I mean,
think of
nothing against you, MJ, but you're pretty dumb. You're
we need
pretty
to think
dumb to
of a
believe all
better
this shit.
name, a better code name for MJ, because we got the Horka and different ones for the other ones. So we
How
need to
about
have
BJ for blowjob?
change it to BJ. That'd be better. That'd be more indicative of what she does every day.
But MJ, I like you and everything, but you're dumb. You believe what Seasons says, and Seasons is dumber than dumb, and you're all like Mel's bells, and you're all like a box of rocks.
And speaking of the Horka, the Orca, or whatever her name is over there, she's the one that's going around. Oh, nobody better call CPS on my children. Nobody better go out. What is it called in real life? But now she's saying she's going to go in real life and try to get the daughter of my late husband, who I haven't talked to in 35 years, and she's going to try to interview her and get information on me. So what happened to not going real life? What happened, Horka? It's another lie, another misrepresentation you've been making? You wasted your money because nobody told you that that girl was estranged from my late husband before his death, and didn't have contact with her for more than 35 years. So she doesn't know anything about me. Good luck on that. Orca.
Jeff and Molasses Murphy, pardon the pun, Molasses Murphy, but Jeff, you're beating a dead horse, trying to change the minds of some of these uncritical thinkers, Jeff. You're beating a dead horse. And pardon the pun again, Molasses. I'm sorry about that. But
Judgment Day said she probably wants to see John in prison. Imagine the dirt MJ throws at John in the CBW group calls. I don't trust her nice act if she supports news at all. Truth and nail. Tooth and nail. Yep. She's manipulative, and she has ulterior motives at every turn. BJ. MJ the BJ person. Yeah. So I hope you didn't spend a lot of money trying to find that stepdaughter that I've only met when she was a little girl. Good luck on that. You could have used that money towards your car. But maybe Nick's mother-in-law paid for it. Probably they probably used her credit card to run the background check. So whatever. So what did you do? You ran a background check on a dead man? That's
Kit Rat and these guys in his car, they're playing checkers while I'm playing chess.
You're running a background checks on dead people. That's not going real life, is it?
They're playing checkers while I'm playing chess. The only one around here with the probability of going to jail is Noodles. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. You're the only one with a probability right now of going to jail, Noodles, or getting heavily fined or something.
Well, the way I look at it, all this time the Orca has been saying she doesn't go real life. Well, now she has gone over the line. She's crossed the line. She's contacting relatives. So all bets are off. And anybody, including myself, which I never do, I can go. What is it called? Real life as well, which includes a lot of different places you can call. So good luck on that, bitch. Good luck.
Jeff says Noodles' views are starting to plummet a little.
Yeah, his views are plummeting, and also Berg's. But Noodles has dropped. I noticed the last 2 or 3 days that what I saw, he has the views have stopped being bought, and he's testing out stuff to try to increase the views because he used to keep 50 to 100 or more per all the time, but now he can barely keep 25 to 50. And last night, oh, I thought I told you that. Last night he ran his stream late, trying to just keep the watch hours up or the views. So he's testing
Slow and
out.
steady wins a race.
Well, it's not going to get
Jeff.
the same number of views. Yeah.
Jeff, slow and steady wins a race. Remember that.
Judgment Face said he did a stream last night with 5 viewers. He's going to need to re-up that fake view plan. Yeah. Hello, little red 123. Good morning.
And Kitten Rat, you keep calling me dumb or whatever. Anytime you want to take an SAT test and find out who's a smarter one out of this, we could do it. You pervert. Anytime you want to compare SAT tests.
Judgment Day said it must be PDX who paid for all those plans. She bought 3,000 fake subscribers for him. Really? Yeah, probably.
PDX bought it for him?
That's what
That
they're
motherfucker.
saying. That's what they're saying.
That fucking PDX.
She's got the money over there. She gets a retirement check each month, you know.
That fucking PDX bought all this for noodles?
Yep.
I'm insulted now.
And she never even gave you one donation. I guess she really hates your guts. I'm surprised she hasn't been back over here trying to worm her way in this morning. Stay away, CBW from Portland. You're not wanted here. We'll meet up with the CBW somewhere. Jeff H says this algorithm will be short-lived. Noodles will be begging for attention again after things go back to normal. Judgment Day said she bought it for herself on the PDX Adventure channel if she had 500 subscribers, and now her channel's at 3,000. So she bought 2,500 subscribers for her backup channel? Really? Oh, we'll have to go check her Social Blade, which doesn't have proof of that, but I could pretend like it did if I was a liar like she is and do a stream on it, but I don't lie like that. As I have announced before, Social Blade has no proof of anything being purchased for anything. It shows how many subs people have gained over periods of time. But she is not bright enough in the head. She must never have got a GED or any education. She doesn't understand the concept that it doesn't have anything to do with purchasing stuff. Or else she just wants to lie and misrepresent. That could be true.
Anybody can get book smart, but these people out here that support this guy don't have common sense, you know? They don't have common sense.
Oh, they don't.
Yeah, anybody can learn and get book smart. Anybody that vomits on himself and craps on themselves and wipes it all over himself and does all this nasty stuff over the years, what he did, faked his dog's death, faked my death, did all kind of weird shit, kicked his dog. Remember when he kicked his dog and broke its leg? He did so much kind of shit that these people don't know he did.
All those new people don't know
I remember all this shit he did.
A dog that was about 8 weeks old, he kicked it down the stairs and broke its leg, and they don't know that. Sherman Larry said, of course Noodles' views are starting to plummet. It is all make-believe. The newer people will get tired of his repetitive monologues and made-up stories. It's boring. And you know, German Lady, he drives around the same streets and says he built this building and he built that. No, you didn't build any of those buildings. You might have done a little bit of work in there, but you didn't build anything. German Lady said he's got the carrots and the out in the wires and the returned orcas sticking on his side.
Yeah. I'm going to return this phone. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Well, don't let a dog hit you.
That was quick.
That was easy, wasn't it? Yeah.
Nobody's around because of the rain.
Well, there's nobody in there, huh?
Yeah. So I get in and out.
'Cause sometimes you got to wait for hours in those mobile phone stores.
Yeah, I got a new phone now, Kitten Rat, for free. For free because I told him you hacked my phone. How do you like that, Kitten Rat? Thank you for getting me a brand new phone with a brand new number. A brand new phone number for free and a brand new phone.
Well, that'll mess him up
And I had to bring back my other old phone, which I did,
if you got a new phone number. That will mess him
for
up.
free. I get everything for free, Kitten Rat, an updated new phone because of you. I told him you hacked my phone. So I actually get, you're enhancing my life. You're doing actually me favors because I am the victim. As the victim, I get things for free. And I filed that I'm a victim of you so I can get reimbursed from the state, from the victim advocate. I'm a victim of you. So I get money from a fund. You're making me money. So while you're putting all your time and effort researching me, trying to get me, I'm using it to my benefit, just so you know that. Kitten Rat. That don't mean I don't get my perks having somebody like you going around doing what you're doing. You know why? I'm a critical thinker. I know how to do these things to make it work out to my benefit. Unlike you, Kitten Rat. Everybody knows about you, Kitten Rat. Trust me. You're not hiding from anybody. There's more than one way to skin a cat, Jeff H. More than one way to skin a cat. And at the final showdown, Noodles is going to take the whole brunt of what you're doing. Because in the eyes of the law, you are Noodles. Noodles is you in the eyes of the law. I write letters so good they think a professional wrote them. They think a professional wrote my letters when I write them so good. They think somebody wrote them for me. That's how good they are.
Judgment Day said the joke's on Kit Kat. Thanks for the shiny new phone with the full battery and speed. Garden Earth Guy said more than one way to get a catalytic converter. Krista always says. Jeff said, "Do you still have this?"
Yes, Jeff, I still have that number.
Judgment Day said Krista is a nasty piece of work. Noticed that her own kids had CPS on her in the past because the kids were telling the school counselor stuff.
Krista had is a nasty piece of work. Yeah, I don't like that weirdo too. She's another weirdo.
Yeah, I just read that one. Okay, Noodle said Krista's people had a CPS investigation. Some of, speaking of single mothers, although Krista is not one, some of these ones, the Horka always claims to be a single mother to try to elicit sympathy. She's not a single mother. She's a divorced mother. Her husband didn't want to have anything more to do with her and got rid of her. They got divorced. So the father is living over there and the mother lives over here. She's not a single mother. So that's another misrepresentation of the Horka.
I'll tell you what, in a few years, that child support is going to stop.
That's why she's trying
And
to
she's
get.
going to be fucked.
That's why she's trying to get a sperm donor to try to make another baby. But she's all 48 years old. She might not even be able to get pregnant again.
Noodles isn't going to help her out or be with her.
Oh, she didn't want to have the baby with him. She knows he's a deadbeat, not going to give her any money. She's trying to get
He can't get
somebody else.
enough. How could he have a baby with her?
You can elicit the sperm, but she's trying to get somebody else that actually has some funds available to give her child support. Because $4,000 a month is not enough for her, even though she has no bills, no car payment, no house payment, no rent, no utilities, no phone bill, no nothing. Gardner Earth Guy said, the ex-husband celebrates being divorced from the Orca. I bet he does. I bet he has a twice-a-year celebration.
The worst fucking mistake she did was getting a divorce with that guy,
Well, yeah,
her life went. Noodles caused the divorce.
Her mistake was getting divorced from that guy and then agreeing to sell that house. Apparently, the house is worth quite a bit. And she sold the house and she got her proceeds, and then Noodles scammed the proceeds from her and got it all from her.
Noodles caused the divorce. He talked her into getting a divorce.
Oh.
That's what this scumbag did over and over again. He womanized, he groomed her and ruined her marriage. They were happily married. He did all this. Now he's doing a ha 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 ha. He destroyed her.
And then
they were happily married, and now she's trying to act like they were. He went in there with the YouTube thing and womanized a married woman and all that, and now he kicked her to the curb. He masterfully did all this just to do it for a little game. It was a game to him. She'll die with nothing on the street now.
That's what he does. He likes to manipulate people, try to harass them, try to get them in trouble with the law, like the zombies and like Elton John and like GNSMA. I was talking. Never mind.
Cause strife in their relationship. If you're married, he'll try to get you divorced or something over and over. I love you, and then he'll laugh at you and play little games like he did this season.
Manipulation.
He's a homosexual that likes to play games with people. He lacks empathy or any kind of true feelings or any kind of love for anybody. He's a psychopath.
He's a psychopathic narcissist, that's for sure.
Without a doubt.
Cleveland Brown said, "Take the kids to school. My car is broken down. I'm still doing stuff for the kids, but it's really her mother doing everything. Seasons is a mooch on society. All she cares about is her drugs and pedophiles." Well, she fucks the cock of a pedophile.
She kind of looks like a devil herself.
Yep.
Don't forget about Nick. Nick is a big loser too.
Nick needs to stop doing all his research and research how to get a job so he can support those children and give them some actual food. Those children look like they're emaciated.
Anderson Henderson says Haley does live to put an act on. He's really starving them kids.
Gardner Urquhart said the Orca's children go to school barefoot because the support check was spent on marijuana. I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. Speaking of going real life, Horka, maybe somebody needs to call CPS and get another case open back up and find out about your children. Since you are saying something about my children, which I don't really have any children, my late husband had a daughter, but you're trying to make that into my daughter and trying to go real life on me. So maybe somebody needs to go real life on you. I wouldn't do it myself, but somebody might need to do that.
Be right back.
Okay.
Gotta bring this phone anyway.
Did you forget something?
No, I'm good.
Cleveland Browns fan said if all of her walls are covered in fruit flies, no child should walk into a bunch
I'd
of
like to
bugs and
shake
walk
this,
into
please.
the pool house. Cleveland Brown said a CPS investigation on Seasons would be valid, considering Season has admitted she's allowing her kids to live in deplorable pest infestation conditions. Gardner Earthguy said the orca needs a couple of years in federal prison to think about how to better her life. That's probably true, yeah. Cleveland Brown fan said it's been over a year of those fruit flies all over her walls and she won't clean them. That's so yucky. That's got to be a really a infection control problem. You know, so those children could get ill from that. Jeff said maybe Caesars could rob a couple of pizzerias like her brother did back in the 2000s. Help make some money. Well, she might be reduced to that, Jeff, because she's outspending her budget of 4,000. So Cleveland Brown said the orca would love federal prison. She would like those weird drugs they take in the prison that make her stay up for 28-hour streams. Plus, she's a lesbian. That would be a plus in prison, wouldn't it? Yeah. Best Tennis Player has a good question. How did she get fruit flies when she's a dummy that doesn't eat fruit? All she eats is McRibs and Mackie D's, you know. Cleveland Brown said she could make a huge CBW club in prison. She would attack Jewish women in prison, would be my guess. Yep. She would, and tell them all that they're not Jewish. Tell them they don't live in the proper state. Oh, Cleveland Brown said she said the fruit flies are clinging to her windows and walls. It's been going on for a year. Doesn't she know she can find some ways or get the little traps or something to get the fruit flies out?
Can you hear me?
I can.
I left for 5 minutes and we dropped to 11 people.
When you walk away, people drop out. I was reading all the comments, going over stuff, but they want to hear you. Garden Earth Guy said Leo has way better hair than the orca, but she's smarter and can hold down a job. Yeah. Oh no, Nick, you're not allowed in here. Get out, Nick. Goodbye. See you later. Don't come back. Bye.
Leo has a job.
Leo does, yeah. She had to get a job so she could qualify to get her food stamps.
Leo has a job. Where? A greeter at Walmart?
I think it is something to do with Walmart, but she has a job. She had to get a job, a minimal job, so she could get her food stamps.
We need to find out where she works.
Maybe Jeff H.
F8.
Work on that. Yeah. He's good at finding out stuff. You know who's contacting me all of a sudden on my next upcoming stream is Panka.
He's working for birds.
Well, see, the stream is about birds, and he said we need to talk right away. So I guess he wants me to take down the stream. Maybe, I don't know.
Look,
do it.
Look what I did. I have new bulbs in my headlights, and I finagled to get a whole new pack for free, $53.
Good.
Look, a whole new pack after I already got new ones in here.
Very good.
They were giving me a hard time at first, but I remained cool. They're $53 fucking Molly. So I got brand new ones in here in my van, and I got another pack just in case.
How are a couple of little small light bulbs $53?
They're $53 fucking.
Is that inflation or what's going on there?
All over the place. Here's the price right there.
Oh, I believe you.
$53.99. They're guaranteed for a year.
I believe that
they're guaranteed for a year. So I took the old ones out, that blue, and I put them in that new package. And I brought them back. They said, "Well, you just bought ones." I said, "Oh yeah, they blew already." In a week, I said, "Yeah, I must have got defective bulbs." They said, "Oh, do you have another van or something you're using?" I said, "No."
I totally believe what you're telling me. You don't have to show me anything.
Isn't that outrageous?
That's inflation, I guess.
They want to fuck me with $53 for a fucking light bulb, then I'm going to fuck them back a little bit. Fuck you. One more stop and I'm on my way home.
Okay.
$53 fucking for 2 fucking light bulbs that blew out. And I got a rebate where I'm going to get fucking $10 back. They took them out. They examined them. They fucking looked at the number to make sure I got them from that store. They were really fucking with me, man.
Well, I guess they're out $53.
More than that, I got brand new ones from exchanging it, and then I took the old ones back out. I told the original ones, well, I can't take them out and drive. I just want the new bulbs, and then, oh, okay, don't worry about it. And then I took the old bulbs out that they should have had me bring back to begin with, and I took it to another place. Fuck them. Business is business. Business is business.
You had to do a correction, huh?
And Kitten Rat, you can call up all the auto places you want and say that I did this, but you don't know where it's at.
Okay, well, CBW from Portland, you're gone. You're banned from here. You're desperate and thirsty. What a bitch, man. Go lie somewhere else. We don't want your lies over here.
Why do they call him Big Mama? Why does he call her Big Mama?
I don't know. Maybe she's fat. I don't really know.
She's fat?
I said maybe she's fat. I don't really know. You just stop embarrassing yourself, PDX. You're desperate, thirsty, and you gotta get that ranch over here for noodles. You gotta complete the task. You're never gonna do it. Give it up.
Is that what she's trying to do?
Exactly what she's a failure in Noodles' eyes, and she can't stand it that she got exposed as a liar, and so she's just going to come back over here. It's kind of like MJ keeps coming back. She's going to keep that's a characteristic of these CBWs. They just are so desperate and thirsty. They come back over and over again when they told they've been banned, and they're not going to be allowed to type here or come on the panel here. They're below us. They're unwanted, insignificant. Next. Well, first we get Nick, and then about 3 minutes later we get the CBW from Portland. Next, all the rest of Nick's characters will be in here. PDX will bring her other 2 or 3 characters in here. It's troll hour. It doesn't really matter who whacks you first, CBW. You're going to get whacked. So quit coming around.
Bergs did a thing how he thought every name up and all this kind of crap. He's going nuts. He's going nuts.
Yep. I'm going to be going over that in my stream tonight that's entitled Bergs Below the Ice. He's going down, 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 down.
I did all my errands.
Well, good. You got everything
Make
done?
use of the hard rain, right?
Well, you're doing good to go around in all that rain. Yeah.
It's a good errand day, you know.
Yeah. Did you get whatever it was done you had to do before noon?
Yeah, I went to the metal place to get rid of. I needed to empty that shit.
Oh, you did? Okay. I didn't know if you did that or not.
Things back. I took the film back. Returned the old phone.
Okay.
I got rid of the light bulbs. I took something back to Home Depot. I needed to take that. I got my refund for that. So I'm gonna go home and do some things around there. I told the police about Kitten Rat. I said I developed ulcers and I had to sleep with a machete under my pillow because this guy is threatening to kill me. This kitten cat. Look, all the lights are out. They're blinking.
Wow.
All
Jeff
the red
H.
lights.
said Bergs is boring. And he said Bergs has broken about 12 pairs of headphones of mine he owes me. Tennis player said, are there any good pickings today, John?
I had to go through a red light because it was broken. Good thing I didn't get fucking whacked.
Did you get whacked like PDX thought she was going to get whacked in here?
Is she still in here?
Of course she's not still in here. I told her she's thirsty and desperate and to get the fuck out. Don't come
Thirsty
back.
for what?
Attention, John.
Are you saying she's an attention whore?
Yep, she's a whore of many kinds. She came in about 3 minutes after Nick came in.
Can't you make up with her?
Not unless she apologizes and admits to her lie. I don't think that's going to happen. She went over the line. It'd been one thing if we just both had a disagreement. She said she didn't say something, and I said she said it, and it was dropped there. That would be one thing. But she took it to another level. She went on for 2 or 3 or 4 days, doing 4 or 5 streams a day on me, trashing me, doxing me, saying all kinds of hateful things about me, about my religion. No, there will not be anything to be made up.
She said she never said it to begin with. That's a
I don't care if she said she did. I said she did say it. And like I just explained, if she would have just agreed to disagree that she didn't say it and I said she did, but no, she took it to another level. We're past what she said, John. We're past that. She trashed me for days, John. Do you understand? 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, all in one day. She did
She did.
4 streams in one day. She's a whore. I don't care what she's saying now because she's a motherfucking liar. Hey, Dave 25. He said, who cares about a voice? Not me too much. So. Hey, Harley, how are you?
A void is in the house.
No. No, Dave 25 was in there talking about a void. A void is not in the house. Harley is, though.
Harley.
German lady Harley is, and German lady are.
Wait, Harley is in here?
I just said she's in here. She just timed
Oh, there
out
you go.
Daisy.
Hi.
Time.
You see
Yeah,
things before I see on the screen.
probably.
German lady, Harley. How you doing, Harley, honey? Now, PDX can talk to ghosts, Lolly. I don't think, maybe you should.
PDX is a CBW in the major degree. She can get the fuck out, stay the fuck out. She's desperate and thirsty. I'm getting tired of her.
Thirsty. That's terrible.
You never heard that? These thirsty bitches? She's a thirsty bitch. That's what she is.
PDX was live the other night talking to ghosts.
Who cares? She's fake as fuck. She's a
She was saying
liar.
some weird stuff.
She's a liar extraordinaire.
Jeff, why don't you call Ghostbusters? Who are you going to call, Jeff? Call Ghostbusters. Call a priest up, Jeff, and say that she needs a seance or something to help. Nelson and them. I know one thing, Lolly. You have somebody hanging out in your chat that PDX does not want around over there. She said is a pedophile, and you're supporting it.
Well, I know about 15 pedophiles that hang out in her chat. Who cares? She doesn't. And I don't believe anything she says because she's a liar. She's a proven liar to me, so I don't believe anything she says. And anybody, what she is complaining about is people that she has had fights with. 3 or 4 of those people have come over to my chat, and she does not like that at all. She comes over there and tries to troll them. She sent a Voight over there to have her time some of them out.
A Voight?
Yep, a Voight still had a Rich in my chat, and I guess they remembered that, so they got a Voight to go in my chat and start timing people out that were adversaries to PDX. As
a Voight's fucking nuts.
Because see, a Voight is, PDX is going over the line. She's trying to take her simping to the third degree and pull up a Voight who also simped for Noodles and going to try to get her to simp in there and kill out some of the enemies perceived by PDX. Get the hell out.
Snaked Melton John's house out.
Yes, she did. That's what I heard.
Why would she want to go around staking Melton John out?
Because they wanted proof that he was still alive.
Melton John's in Seabreeze's basement. Seabreeze wanted Melton John to go and whack her around and smack her around a little bit. Seabreeze got excited hearing that. Seabreeze got a little turned on about Melton John wanting to beat her up and all that. Seabreeze trolled Melton John in a sexual way, you know.
German lady, that CMMG, a couple of the names he goes by now are Snowball and another one all the way up. He has several different names he goes by. Tennis player said Avoid is still under Noodles' control. Well, yeah, she's working with Noodles and also with PDX, the CBW. You know, I didn't appreciate Avoid had not been in my chat for a good 3 month period, and she shows up under the guise of helping PDX knock out some of her enemies, and
Yeah.
I'm not having that. Sorry.
Avoid likes to play games.
Yeah, that's it, German lady. The main one he was using was Snowball, but another one is All the Way Up. I don't know. I don't think he uses that one as much. Yeah, it might have been original Snowball or Snowball, but I know I know that because he was good friends with Dr. Fish.
How's that Dr. Fish making out?
He's doing all right, I guess. I haven't been over there lately.
I haven't heard much from the Cabbage. Has the Cabbage been around? Or
I haven't seen her. Unbeknownst to a lot of people, I stick to John's chat in the morning, my Bible verse, and I do an hour chat 4 or 5 nights a week. That's it. I don't go all the way around doing everything else on YouTube. I don't go around and troll people and do. I don't. I'm not into that. I have regular activities at my house. I do. I do my painting. I watch television. I read my books. You know, I play with my dog. I do cooking. So you know, I don't really have time to fool with all these people. I unsubscribed from a lot of these assholes. German lady said the Cabbage is busy finding deals on blue eyeshadow palettes at Dollar Tree. Harley said, German lady, I know it was weird seeing a boy there talking bad about Lolly and me. When was that, Harley? How many days ago? Jeff H said, isn't it strange how Noodles and Mark Carey are the only ones around here that are not busy? Yesterday, really, in Nellie's chat. Well, see, after she was using her wrench, hiding people and timing people out, the enemies of PDX without my permission in my chat, I took her wrench away because she did that without my permission. All of a sudden, when she showed up, because she was doing the bidding of Noodles and PDX. So maybe that's why she started talking bad about me. Jeff said Noodles works a day job that slacks off and on, and he has to find time to be on YouTube chats all day. Yep, that's the truth. Harley said, hey boy, F you, leave me alone. You leave me alone too, and don't come back to my chat because you're not going to come over there and simp and do bidding for Noodles and the CBW from Portland. That's not going to play. Not going to happen. And that was really rude of you. And then you put that sanctimonious, condescending post on your community page saying I had changed as a person and trying. She was writing the same language that the Crack the Crab guy writes, saying that I shouldn't be allowed to read Bible verses on my videos in the morning, and then do chats in the evening where I comment on everybody. Everybody else is allowed to comment on everybody and give their opinion on what everybody's doing and what's going on. Why shouldn't I be allowed to? Just because I read a Bible verses each morning for Lent, then I should be excluded from being allowed to do that? I don't think so, people. And that was wrong. I thought better of you, A Boy. I thought way better of you than to put some crazy post like that on your community tab. It made you look crazy. Made you look crazy. And I haven't. I'm gonna write a post explaining what all that's about. If you don't take that down, I will explain what you did. Explain that you came back after months of no show to use your wrench surreptitiously to try to take out the enemies, perceived enemies of PDX and Noodles. It's not going to work. Sorry. I am Jewish, Ross Mafia. Yeah. German lady said she's going to start reading the Quran. Well, that's an interesting book. Jeff 8 said, A Boy looks kind of like Jill. I don't know about that. Yeah, German lady. A Boy was in here making up and saying she was wrong and apologizing. And then she gets back right drinking Kool-Aid and being influenced by Noodles and A-Boy and comes in my chat and starts timing people out left and right. And brags about it on her community tab how she was protecting children and the host of the channel didn't even care. Who said I didn't care? I was doing a stream, A-Boy, one thing you've never done. You finally collected all your subscribers, but you've never done a live stream. So don't come in on your tab or my stream telling me how to do things. I have moderators.
I'll be back in a little bit. You want to stay up, or you want to come and go, or?
No, I need to go. I need to get.
All right, we'll go live again soon.
Okay, we'll be back later, guys. Thank you, everyone.